they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And welcome back. The offensive unit, they took the timeout. And now they get set to line up as we resume action. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Let's go! 3-19!
Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved.
False start, offense. Still first down.
So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume. Now Wentz. Going underneath to Blunt. Oh, what a juke into space. And it's a gain of 17 that time. And the Eagles are going to have a first down. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Wentz to throw. Surveying the field. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Two receivers left, one to the right. Back to throw. Wentz. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Nothing between these two teams for 4 quarters. Here we go to begin overtime. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. And they get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now, because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. He completes it to Bryant. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
First down, Prescott. And this one complete to Winton over the middle. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down.
Here we go.
2nd down, Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. What a spin. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. And it keeps the drive moving. A good catch there and a first down for the offense.
Excellent awareness by the receiver to know where the first down marker was.
Here we go.
On the counter, Elliott. And he'll be taken down at the 34. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know he stays what we call clean and no one gets to him. The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
One man in the backfield, Elliott. And they'll give it to him here. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Prescott to throw it. He's got time. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Bo Allen in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to at least get them a lead here in overtime. And this one is no good. He missed it. And that changes everything here in OT. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Their defense did its job. Got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. Excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Now part 1 is done. Now part 2.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them.
And they'll run it here. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
They was stopped on that play. We've had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to them the rest of the game.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And they'll add a DB in the secondary here on 3rd and 14. What can Wentz do now with his drive? Finding time. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
I think the training and practice broke down on that play because he simply didn't run the route deep enough to get to the 1st down marker, despite what was a really nice catch and toe tap on the sideline.
Well, that's 3rd down 101. You got to go to the marker, know where it is. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line. Dallas gets set to take the field. Neither team scored yet. Now we go to sudden death. Next points win this game.
How about the tension right now? It is ratcheted up, isn't it? I mean, now whatever happens, points are scored. That's your ball game. Can't wait to see the defense now. Do they get a little more aggressive in order to not let the team just drive the ball easily down the field?
Got to be careful, though, right?
Yeah, if you're too aggressive, you just give up something easy and cheap. But some defensive coordinators, they'd rather take a stand that way as opposed to being nickeled and dimed down the field.
On second down, Elliott. And they'll get him down up past the 15. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Here's Elliott. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when a guy has a game like this, he's going to take his offensive line out to dinner afterwards. But after a play like that, he may tell them, instead of getting the steaks, guys, we might have to go for the hot dogs.
Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And Beasley with it over the middle. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. On for a very important punt here in overtime. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And that'll kick and go out of bounds just outside the 15 at the 16-yard line. And out now come the Eagles. On 1st down, Wentz surveying the field. Caught right side is Jeffrey. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
2nd down now after the pass completion. On 2nd down, here's Wentz. He's got time in the pocket. Looking deep downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
2 minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
And the offense still has a couple plays to go to pick up the first on 2nd down and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Here's Sproles. And he's got it across midfield and down to about the 47-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I don't know about you, partner, but I'm rubbing my eyes after that play. Did we just see that runner not get yardage? A big-time play by the defense. It does happen occasionally, even against the best running backs who are having big days.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th.
Holding offense.
Here's Donnie Jones now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Gets set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. Prescott now on second down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
After the catch.
Yeah, hit your tight end. Let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do
they? One man on the backfield, Elliott. First down, Prescott. And this one complete to Witten over the middle. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that will be their third and final in this overtime session. And as they talk it over, we take a break. We'll be right back. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout. And now we're set to get going. So it all comes down to the foot of Dan Bailey. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their third and final stoppage here in overtime, and we'll be back. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. So it all comes down to the foot of Dan Bailey. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game.
And it's rare that you get a game into overtime that it doesn't turn out to be a dandy, right? That's what we saw here. And just what you were talking about, a long field goal to win it. So definitely not a gimme. So there was tension all the way through until the ball went through the post.
But it did go through the post. Ice water was in his veins. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.